Hi, and welcome to the Lillian McMorris Show. I'm Lillian McMorris. It is our goal to highlight various organizations and individuals within our community that are making a difference. There may be a program that could help you. There may be an event that could educate you, and you'll find your information right here on the Lillian McMorris Show. You can also go to our website at lillianmcmorrisshow.com, YouTube channel. We also have an app, Lillian McMorris Show app. It's for Androids and for Apple. So anything that you want to know that's going on within our community, just contact us. Well, our first guest for today is from Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation. And please welcome Mr. Jeff Gordon, who is the president and CEO.
Thank you, Lillian.
Thank you
for having
so
us
much for
today.
being here.
Oh,
Thank
it's our
you.
pleasure.
You have such a tremendous program. You've been around since, 1993?
Yes.
And helping all of our young people, our youth, our children that are going through, some things are terminal,
Yes.
and others, they're just real sick and they need you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's, the work we do encompasses so many, even though it's the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation, it entails so many other diseases and that we handle. We're like the only sickle cell agency in the state of Nevada, and we have a wonderful, just beautiful group of families that we get to work with and have that privilege of working with in the sickle cell community. And any immune-related, blood-related disease is all come under our umbrella. So we get to work with a lot of real special children and families.
What is your biggest challenge?
I think our biggest challenge at the Cancer Foundation is just making sure that we can take care of everybody in the way we want to be able to take care of them.
Okay.
And that we have to reach out, obviously, to the community for that support. There's so many national agencies here in town, which are wonderful, and we need them. But there's a lot of local agencies, and we're one of those.
And local agencies, unfortunately, the challenge has a lot to do with funding.
Without question. In fact, it almost has everything to do with that. You put that very nicely, Lillian. But, we reach out to our community. We have over 45 programs and services that we offer at no charge to our families because they're already in crisis of their own. So we want to be
you fight, I think what was stated, it's on the website, you fight a daily battle against disease for these children.
That's exactly right. When there's a new diagnosis here in Las Vegas, we're aware of that within 24 hours.
Wow.
And the clinics, the hospitals, the doctor's offices let us know that. And we like to turn that around within 48 hours that we are in touch with those families, whether it be cancer, sickle cell, brain tumors, hemophilia, whatever it might be that comes under our umbrella. And we need to be able to take them by the hand and let them know the journey they're about to embark on. They're not going to be alone.
Now, you're also, speaking of journeys, aren't you adding something where you're going to be helping adult cancer patients?
We have added that, yes. The Caring Place is the newest program of the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation, which also now helps us to cater to the adult community that has been touched by cancer. The Caring Place is a wonderful facility out on Jones and Harmon there, and we have also, though, brought the children's element into that now that we've taken that over. The Caring Place was here about 6 years ago is when they started.
But it wasn't under your umbrella.
It wasn't under us. I helped start that by one of the oncologists, adult oncologists here in town, that took care of me when I had my cancer in 2000. But they were just having a lot of challenges in funding and everything else, came to us, and so we said, you know what, this is too important of a program to let it go. So we've taken that over. And we've added a whole new element of children, and those are the children whose parents have been touched or have cancer. They have nothing, and so now they're eligible for all of our programs and services, our education program.
And now with the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation, and we already touched on this, part of the challenge is funding. Therefore you have events that people can come out to, find out more about your programs, be a part of.
Yes.
And I'd like to go through your calendar till the end of the year because September 19th, I have here your 9th annual Merrill Registry.
Yes.
How important is that?
That is extremely important. We have really the largest bone marrow drive in the state. And this year we're teaming with Zappos to make this happen, which will be
huge.
Outstanding. And they have jumped in with both feet. And so on September 19th, we'll be down at Zappos downtown. And we just encourage everybody to come by. It costs nothing. There's no needles. There's no anything
No.
that happens there.
Right.
It's just they join the Bone Marrow National Registry.
Okay.
And by so doing, they could be the lifeline for a child someday.
Absolutely.
And that's what's important. And we need all walks of life to do this. You know, everybody that can come down, and they just sign up, and it takes about 5 or 10 minutes. And then they may be contacted one day and say, you're a match.
You never
know.
know.
And we've had one that from our original drive that did get that call.
Oh my!
And
Just
it
think
was
how
wonderful.
wonderful it is to save someone's life.
And they went to California and saved a child's life. So
wow.
it's wonderful.
And just before Halloween, September 27th, Trivia or Treats. It's a trivia night challenge. Tell us about that.
We hold that at Sam's Town Live. We fill up that theater every year. We've always done it in the spring. We did it again in April. But by popular demand, we decided to go with 2 a year because everybody said once a year isn't enough.
Year? Is that much fun? Huh?
It is so much fun. Casey Smith, Channel 13 News, hosts that for us and MCs it. But it's a fun night. It's an adult evening and plenty to eat and drink. And we have big screens up. There's tables of 10. It's only $30 a person to come and join. And or you send a team from your office or whatever. And
we only have a couple more minutes, and I really want to get through the last two because they're really bringing you money.
They're big. They're our biggest ones.
October 18th, your annual Danny Gans Memorial Championship Run for Life, hosted by Donnie Osmond.
Yes, that's a big one at Town Square. And we would invite everybody. A big community 5K and 1 mile fun run starts at 7:30. And Donnie Osmond comes out and hosts that for us. And then the culminating event is we have our children come and they get to do a victory lap.
They get to do a victory lap.
And Donnie does every lap with them.
Yes,
so
and the last year was like tears streaming when you see them just trying to. Some of them just trying to make that lap.
Yeah, some of them we carry.
And lastly, November 22nd, the 21st annual Profiles of Courage Gala.
Yes, that's our biggest fundraiser of the year. That's held in the Grand Ballrooms at the Bellagio, and we honor 3 of our very special children of courage. And also a few other people, our community angel, and those that have helped us along the way this year, and volunteer of the year, and it's a beautiful silent and live auction as well.
Well, what I'm going to do is give your website and the phone number.
Okay.
And I want you to make sure you have your people send us electronically your flyers so that we can put it on our community calendar as well as my app.
Wonderful.
Okay, and that'll help you get the word out. That's Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation, and you can reach them at 702-735-8434. That's 702-735-8434, or go to their website, which is nvccf.org. That's nvccf.org. Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation, Mr. Jeff Gordon, thank you so much for joining us.
Lillian, thank you.
Thank you. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
The Culinary Academy of Las Vegas is celebrating 20 years of changing lives. The first annual Taste of Hospitality will be held on Thursday, September 18th, poolside at the Mirage. All proceeds to benefit the students of the Culinary Academy of Las Vegas.
Save the date, Thursday, September 25th at 11 a.m. Palm Mortuary and Cemetery and the Garden of Dreams Committee will be honoring the legacy of civil rights leader Jimmy Gay, recognizing his efforts in fighting racial discrimination in Las Vegas. That's Palm, downtown, 1325 North Main Street, Thursday, September 25th, 11 a.m.
The Lillian McMorris Show is brought to you in part by Louisiana Gumbo and More, located on West Charleston. The best gumbo, fried catfish, salads, and don't forget the po' boys. That's Louisiana Gumbo and More on West Charleston. And welcome back. We're going to talk a little bit about women and how we are part of Nevada history and how it is being put together specifically by Women of Diversity Productions. And I met this wonderful lady who, before Women of Diversity Productions, she's a writer, she's a runner, she's just all over the place, but the nicest person, and decided We're going to put down some history right here in Nevada. Meet Marlene Adrian. Welcome, Marlene. Thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be here, Lillian.
That was, we should, I feel like we should have your books in your VHS tapes, remember?
Oh,
It was back
yes.
1997, I think it was. And you were doing a lot of writing and you had all your tapes and we were talking about how important that was and you're running and.
Well, it was very important because women were so invisible,
Right.
in my opinion. I came the year they were writing a whole history of Las Vegas in the Review Journal. Florence Murphy's name was mentioned, and hers is the only woman's name. And I thought, oh, it's no different than other places that women are ignored even though they're doing so much.
So you started Women of Diversity Productions, and it is a nonprofit, and you work with other nonprofits in Nevada to put history together for women.
That's right, and basically to educate and make people aware of the struggles, the challenges, and exploitation of women.
And your visibility, I'm going to read your mission statement because I love it. I love it. Our mission is to give visibility to women and create a woman-appreciated future. I love that verbiage. It's a project designed to collect and permanently display and store oral histories, video interviews, and other ways of knowing Nevada women and their contributions to Nevada Proud, Nevada Battle-Born.
Yes,
And that's our thing, is Nevada Proud, Nevada Battle-Born. That's what that's who we are.
that's the 150th anniversary of statehood.
That's right. It's coming up as shortly, actually. Yeah.
We're going to have everything ready by Nevada Day.
Okay.
Our purpose is to interview women in every county of the state.
Okay.
And we have been successful in completing 13 of the counties already. I go to Lincoln County tomorrow to interview. A video group up north is going to Douglas County.
Okay.
And then mainly we just have the rest of Las Vegas area and Reno area at Washoe County, because we want to show really the rural communities are so marvelous. The women there have done so
There's
much.
so much history up in our rural in northern Nevada.
And the women are the foundation, the backbone. They're the ones that have made everything happen in those small towns, small counties. We only have, I think, about 300 women in Esmeralda County, the whole county.
The whole county. Oh, my goodness. Wow. So who'd you talk to?
Well, we've talked to commissioners in some of the places. We've talked to artists. We've talked to persons who are alfalfa farmers, ranchers, dairy cow.
See, that's what I love about you.
mesquite.
That's what I absolutely love about you, because you live what your name of your organization, diversity. Because you're not just going to the city council or the county commission or whoever's ahead of it. Like you just said, the alfalfa farmer.
And so much of the history is when the women came and helped the men in the family. And so there was no roles, men's and women roles.
Right.
If the alfalfa had to come in from the field, the woman would drive the tractor. If she had to tote a few bales of hay, of alfalfa or hay, she would do that along with her husband, her sons, her brothers, maybe her family, go over to her father's house or whatnot. But the main thing is, too, that I'm trying to see that the urban women and men and children will understand somewhat of what the women in those other counties are doing, have done, and have accomplished.
And leaving a history, leaving a legacy, which no one else has purported, no one else has written it down, no one else has taken the time. But you have.
Well, most people are ignored in a lot of the books where they say, oh, this is Nevada. And they'll talk about the mining, and they'll talk about the casinos, they'll talk about this and that. And they won't mention very many names, or they'll mention a few of the men. But it's like the geology and everything else is important, and the people are not.
Right. Let's talk about this project. First Ladies First.
That was our inaugural event.
A fabulous book. I mean, it's like, I looked through it, you sent me it via internet, and to look and see all of our first ladies. I mean, you know, I knew them, most of them, Bonnie Bryan, and of course Mrs. Gwynn, and I mean, you go it all the way back. I mean, it is beautiful to see. This is a great concept.
It's amazing that we have 5 living former First
Yes.
Ladies, plus the current First
Still
Lady.
in the state of Nevada.
Yep.
And few of them down here in southern Nevada.
Well, actually, we have more here now than we did
did.
when they were in Governor's Mansion.
Mm-hmm. Well, they moved. They said, "We'll get out of this cold. We're going to go to southern Nevada where it's warm."
Possibly.
Yes.
And so we're going to have exhibits, and anybody who wants to sign up on our email list and contact me or just get in touch with
Because
other women's
on your
organizations.
your website gives so much information. I mean, there's a lot of history, a lot of different women who've done things, and it is just, it's very easy. NevadaWomen'sVirtualCenter.org, NevadaWomen'sVirtualCenter.org, and you can go there and get all of the things that we have talked about, plus some.
Things that are occurring. We're going to have exhibits the whole month of October in various places, the City Hall, Zappos, and we hope to be at Grant Sawyer. We are also going to be September 22nd at the concert lobby of the Smith Center.
Of the Smith Center.
And showing
for the
theirs.
150th, that's right. Yes.
Right.
Okay. And you can also give Marlene a call, and I'm going to tell you, she'll answer the phone or she will call you back, and anything that you need on Women of Diversity Productions or talking about the history of women here in Southern Nevada, Marlene is the person for you to talk to. This is Marlene Adrian at 702-341-9807. That's 702-341-9807. But I encourage you to go to the website because there's so much information there. That's NevadaWomen'sVirtualCenter.org. Thank you so much, Marlene.
You're
and I
welcome.
hope we covered all the things you wanted to talk about. We
I
appreciate
think at
you.
least enough that people can go to the
Spike a little
website.
interest? Okay.
Yes.
All right. We're going to take a little break. Go see NevadaWomen'sVirtualCenter.org. We'll be right back. Grab the Lillian McMorris Show app, which will give you access to the current show, links to past segments, add your event to my community calendar. The Lillian McMorris Show is produced by Tego and Associates Productions. Multi-camera shoots either in our studio or on location. That's Tego and Associates Productions. Give us a call at 702-509-7728.
The Las Vegas Urban League is celebrating a decade of commitment to our community. Saturday, October 11th at Caesars Palace in Forum 12 Ballroom, 6 p.m. President's Reception, 7 p.m. Program and Entertainment. Call 702-636-3949 for more information.
Support the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation. Participate in the Danny Gans Memorial Champions Run for Life, hosted by Donnie Osmond, Saturday, October 18th at Town Square, which is located at 6605 Las Vegas Boulevard South. Call the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation at 702-735-8434 for more information. 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. Would you like to be a member? Giving your time back to the youth in our community. Our #1 project is mentoring. Join 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. There's a membership drive. Call 888-812-5455 for more information. And welcome back. Our next guest is Dr. Tiffany Tyler, and she is the COO, which is the Chief Operations Officer, right?
Yes.
For Nevada Partners. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here.
You know, I want to talk, and you're the person I need to talk to. You got national recognition. Nevada Partners, they picked like 30 of the top, and we were one of the 30 and the only one in Nevada.
In Southern Nevada.
In Southern Nevada for national recognition as Model Workforce Development Program. National recognition coming from the White House.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, earlier today, the president was on talking about our types of programs.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about that.
We're excited. You know, we've been in the business of putting folks back to work since 1992. And one of the visions that we've had for this organization for years is the notion of doing that at a level that could be emulated throughout the country. So with the reauthorization of the Workforce Investment Act, to hear we were selected as only one of 30 in the country
Right.
as a model
As a
workforce
model
development program.
workforce. Right.
Oh my gosh.
For people who don't know, what is our workforce development program? And excuse me, y'all, for me saying our, but I've been here since 1992 with Nevada Partners, so I can say our. So, but now we're huge. We're helping loads of people.
Yeah.
One of our earlier shows this month, I believe it was last week's show or what have you, we highlighted one of your success stories coming through the workforce development program. So let's talk about what that program is to and for our community.
At its core, it's about putting folks back to work. And not just any job, but meaningful careers. That's what the work is about. So if you can imagine, over the course of the last 7-8 years, you've heard so much about the unemployment rate in our state. As a matter of fact, for many years, we've had the highest unemployment rate here. So in just the last 5 years alone, have seen a return on investment of over $59 million in earned wages by putting folks back to work through these programs and services. We are ecstatic. Ecstatic.
How can one be a part of workforce development?
Well, essentially, if you're unemployed or underemployed and you are a resident of Nevada, you can be a part of that journey.
You can be a part of that journey.
That's what we're here to do.
Now, speaking of journey, let's go through that journey, because it's not just something that you're walking into an office and go fill out and then go sit down and then you wait for somebody to. That is not it. You have training, you have support, you have workshops, you have. There's everything there. Development, I believe, would be the key word.
As a matter of fact, the first part of that process is us really getting to know who you are, what your strengths are and needs, and building on those.
Okay.
So as a first step, there's a comprehensive assessment process where we look at your interests, your values, your orientation, even basic things like, do you prefer working indoors or outdoors as a part of that process? And then beyond that, it's looking at what assets you bring to the table. And looking at the ways in which you can get into the marketplace that not only add to the bottom line of the employer, but also allow you to sustain your family in meaningful ways.
Meaningful ways, not just a menial job, but actually we want to help you establish a career.
Yes. Opportunity to not only transform yourself, but to move our community forward by what you bring to it each day.
What are the challenges that you face? Because I know you get people totally diverse that walk through the door, that go through the assessment. They may not make it because they don't fit within that model, or they don't have it here that they're ready for what you're giving. So what challenges, how do you face those with your students? They're not students, with your people who walk through.
I would say our greatest challenge in the last 7 years is being nimble enough as a program and an agency to respond to people wherever they are in their career journey. As a part of this recession, we see individuals who had 20, 30, 40-year careers in some instances lose work, haven't had an interview in several decades, asking.
So how do I even fill out an application? I worked for 30 years on the same job, you know?
Yes. Hoping to coast into retirement and lost work.
Having to go back to work.
Absolutely. Then even the recent graduates. Just a few years ago, over 50% of folks who had recently graduated from college were unemployed. That's nationally.
That's a huge number.
Huge. And then you think about what that means in terms of it really being an employer's market. So folks who have no skills or low skills, which in many instances are the very folks that we partner to help, were really at a decided disadvantage. If they were competing with folks with 20 years of professional experience or someone with a formal degree in their belt. So really it's been about developing a continuum of support that begins with that assessment, but really partners with that individual. All along their journey to say, where are you? Where do you want to be?
How can we help you get there?
Yes, absolutely. So we offer soft skills training here.
That's what I was going to ask you, is where there are several different types of trainings. So go ahead.
So when we think about training, it's the full array and the whole person. So not just what technical skills can I teach you, like can I help you be a medical assistant or get into the dentistry field or IT, but also what are all those soft skills that you need to bring to the workplace that employers complain many folks don't have these days.
That's true.
Just basic customer
Basic social. There you go.
Like
You say customer service, I say social skills, the same difference.
Absolutely.
And so customer service is so important because there's 18 restaurants or 18 places of business, and you want to be the one people come to.
Absolutely.
So maybe it's just because your customer service is better.
And maybe you're not on the front line or in retail, but even basic skills like what truly is effective communication or problem solving.
Right.
When you say teamwork, what does that mean?
Right.
And the ability to work with diverse
With someone else, a diverse team.
Yeah.
That's right. But that's what it's all about right here at Nevada Partners. Many, many programs to help people within our community, giving help where help is wanted and needed, and being noticed nationally for doing so. So this is a national recognition for having a model workforce development program. And out of 30 in the entire country, we're one of those 30.
Yes, at the top of a great list.
A great list
For
right
once.
here in Southern Nevada. So we want to give kudos to Nevada Partners and to all the programs that they have here, helping people in our community and putting them back to work. We don't just mean menial jobs. We mean actually assessing and putting you into a career if that's what you want to do. I'm going to give you a telephone number, and please go to the website and look at all the programs they have from youth to adult. If you're retired and you want to go back to work, there's something here still for you. That it's very simple. It's nevadapartners.org. nevadapartners.org. Very, very easy. Or you can give us a call at 702-924-2100. That's 702-924-2100. I'm Lillian McMorris, and we thank you so much for watching us, and thank you for your community support, and we hope that you will join us in our live audience or join us in some of our community activities. Take a look at the website, LillianMcMorrisShow.com. Look at some of the older shows. Check out the community calendar. Go ahead and download our app to your phone, and you'll know what's going on in our community. I'm Lillian McMorris, and we'll talk to you next time. The Lillian McMorris Show is produced by Tego and Associates Productions. Multi-camera shoots either in our studio or on location. That's Tego and Associates Productions. Give us a call at 702-509-7728. The Lillian McMorris Show is brought to you in part by Louisiana Gumbo and More, located on West Charleston. The best gumbo, fried catfish, salads, and don't forget the po' boys. That's Louisiana Gumbo and More on West Charleston. Grab the Lillian McMorris Show app, which will give you access to the current show, links to past segments, add your event to my community calendar.